Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the professor's morning day trading show on Day Trading for Success, which I never normally say like that. So yesterday, for those of you that came on in the afternoon and streamed with me, we did pretty good. We came back and made the money and ended up being a nice green day, which I'll give an update on shortly. Today, I'm looking at various stocks to potentially trade at the open. What a mess. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, those stocks at the open that I'm thinking about and that I may want to watch for the rest of the day or the morning, at least, are Coin, Oracle, MSTR, NBIS. Although I was looking to play the fade on this, and now it's hard to borrow too, so it would have been a problem. AMD and MU, it's already down. It's not down to its gap yet, but it's all the excitement's apparently gone. AMD's the only big chip boy that's not really. It's still below anywhere near what it's worth. I mean, what it had been worth. Who knows what it's worth, right? But various analysts have different opinions on that. MU is not hard to borrow. So I don't, sometimes Thinkorswim has problems listing a bunch of stuff. So I may just go Tesla at the open, where there's opportunities at least. But Oracle, um, you know, strategy, MSTR. I don't even know how you say that company. I keep saying the ticker name. I don't know about those. Let's take a look at some of those today. So for those of you that might be new here, although it's a little early I'll wait for a little later to make the announcement of what we're doing here exactly. But this one looked interesting this morning too. Now I have a new indicator on. I'm still working on this. I'm working on this indicator, guys. It's getting closer. But now I have an arrow that's even moving along with what this should say. So what is this based on? Okay, so two different labels should come up, one for the hour, one for the day. And the day biased is based on the QQQ, the SPY, the SMH, the VWAP, 20-day moving average, and gap. So it's taking a lot of things, giving plus and minuses, and then deciding whether you're weak or strong or kind of neutral, moving up or down. And it is dynamic. It will consistently change. It will consistently move. That's how it's supposed to work. And I added an arrow so you didn't have to keep looking at the labels. And then the hour is definitely tied more into pre-market levels with a lot of the same criteria to kick it off. But ATR and pre-market levels are brought into the mix for that first hour, but it also uses the VWAP and a lot of the indices to call it. So I'm trying to find a way to have current news be worked into a bias, and it's hard. It's hard to do that because you can't get the actual news, but you can get the way the indices react and the way the VWAP is going to be per stock. So it's getting closer, honestly, to being something that could be really, really helpful. So let's see how it works today. And thank you. A shout out to the gentleman who sent me a clock coded on Python. So I looked at that briefly this morning. It looks like it's something that's going to be really cool, and I would make it available for everybody for free. So if it indeed works, so I appreciate that, and I'll work on it when I have more time. Certainly over the weekend, because I'm probably going to want to tweak it a little bit from where it was. But I did look at the code. It's a decent code, and I wish there was some way to just have that come up on Thinkorswim. That was the first thing I researched this morning was, is there any way with that coding. And, no, there is no way, which stinks because Thinkorswim has its own little date and time up here, and they're not going to mess with it, right? So what do we have here for delay? Wow, is it really that long of a delay? That's terrible. I hope that gets better. Let me try that again. Wow, that's a really long delay, guys. Oh man, don't tell me I got to restart this again. Last time it kind of cleaned up, so we're going to give it some time. Hopefully it'll do that. Let me look on the actual settings here. I've disabled the DVR, which speeds it up. We've got the latency is low, set for low latency. If you go ultra low, sometimes there's problems, so I set it at low. Everything's set correctly, so I don't know why it's got a delay. Let me try it again. That's 8 seconds. That's terrible. Well, I'll try to call out the trades, guys. I hope it picks up faster. It might just be my layout that's 8 seconds delayed. Maybe yours is faster. Nobody's ever really let me know. You can just do what you can do, right? You can just do what you can do. So I've kind of shrunk this down so I could have my Benzinga. Oh, I can see now why this is a problem, because I can't even adjust the charts. I need that little hand to show up there so I can, yeah. I'm missing one. There's AMDs. That's as small as I can make this with this many. Yeah, so we'll see how this, or I'll just do it right there. I want to keep an eye on these, so that's why they're here, up here, so I can watch the actual price action of them. This has the old indicator on. I'm going to leave it up here so I can compare, since we're still in the beta testing form here. God, I've lost my voice this morning. Let me get these set up real quick. These are ones that I'll be continually watching to see if we can get some consolidation after the 15-minute in. I got to tell you, though, more and more I'm thinking of trading it in the afternoon. I'm just not as available in the afternoons, consistently. So I know I can get here in the mornings. Done my workout. Feeling good. Got almost 8 hours sleep, a miracle. Yeah, when you're younger, remember those days that you get 8 hours sleep. It gets harder. I don't know, I guess it gets, and then it gets easier again when you get really old. Yeah, so this is where we started to fade back down toward this. See how far we came back down toward the gap. So, because I was thinking about trading that. A fade this morning on this, but you can see we're right at the VWAP too. So I don't think it's going to give any opportunities. But I put it over here just in case. We did okay on that yesterday, trading the gaps. I hope you guys watched that. You could see how you can trade gaps. It did exactly what I predicted. I set the levels and made some quick money on that yesterday morning. All right, so I've got those set up to watch. And let's read our, what am I on? What stock do I want to be on? Take a look at Oracle. Might be a possibility this morning too at the open. So we may take a look at that, but it's a little early to get ready for this stuff. Oh, don't do that to me, really? Is that everywhere it's not working? Oh, my main chart's not working. After I just got this all set up. And that's because I was working on code. Oh my God. I'm going to have to log off and come back on. I'll stay on streaming, but I've got to log out my whole layout. Oh God, yeah, it's taking forever to log off. There's a sign that you have some serious lag. When your little green bar takes forever to log off. Yeah, it's not reconciling all the codes I was writing in there and adding to the DTS and the MMC. See if you can hear those keystrokes. Yes, there is software that can pick up people's keystrokes and then get their passwords. I'm not that overly concerned about it, but, you know, it can happen. I understand. I've been warned. Thank you for warning me, people. Let's see. Yep, all that work I did on those charts a second ago, it's all gone. You know, it's just... I'm getting all my scanners over to this side, these screens over here. I've got a double setup over here. Hold on, I'm going to get you back off. Okay, so I'm back on. That would have been terrible if I forgot to do that. So yeah, I've got my double setup over to the right that's just looking at the Q and the SPY. And the indicator is on this one that's going to pick direction, so. And then I won't make you watch me reset all these again, but I'll do it real quick up here. Oh, wow. They're all messed up. My God, I got to auto zoom. Annoying. When I auto zoom, of course, everything shrunk way down. Give me a second, guys. I want to be ready to trade. This screen I'm working on is above you and out of your view. But I just showed you earlier, it's got 8 stocks that I'm following, which are Apple, Tesla, AMD, NVIDIA, MSTR, MU, NBIS, and Palantir. And then on my main scanner for the consolidation that hit the levels with these, Intel's up here, which is interesting. So we'll get a look at that. And Amazon is usually way too low, too little volatility to work. That's a coded scanner that's available. And then on the other one, which is between $25 and $400, ATR above 3, 10K volume minimum per 1 minute candle, moves at least 15 cents in less than 1 minute. So that's a little slower. Actually, let me make that longer for you guys. So that's a little slower, but this one's the Professor's number 2 scanner. So it's giving us some different choices. There's the Amazon has hit twice here. So we'll have to take a look at that. Why is that so high up here on these scanners? And then this is number 3, which is the 50K per minute scanner. So it's going to have better volatility. $25 to $200, ATR only above 1.5. But it's going to have 50K per 1 minute candle on average, which means a lot more volatility. So usually you see how it goes. Usually I'm looking for slow moving. So what we're doing here, guys, enough of you are on new maybe. We're trying to find a range, high and a low range. And we're looking for that large cap stock to move like kind of like a snake slithering along, high, low in there. We try to go short off the highs and long off the lows. And then we're cutting that down to even tighter with the strike and recoil, which is when the stock abruptly goes up, strikes up 5, 10, 15 cents. You actually go the opposite direction. You short it. If it goes down, you go long then. And you just very briefly hold that move. 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. That's the recoil. If it's taking too long to recoil, like over 10 or 15 seconds, then it's more like a retrace and you're just in an actual scalp. The strike and recoil is meant to be very, very quick. I can see this is all messed up. Let's not show my account when I start trading. And then this is how you set these. I'm assuming you guys know. You can just drag these over. It's a lot quicker. Just move things around how you want. That's how I like that to look. Of course, we have the market pulse up here, as well as the multi-chart alignment that tells me what's going on with this stock. And I'm assuming this works right now. Yeah, good. Now it's working. Yeah, I kind of made it too big. So this is the one that may have a move, according to the trade desk. There are 2 of these stocks that are undervalued. This is one of them, and the other one is AMD. And I would be more inclined to look at AMD for a possible dip and go long than I would be for this one, because this one can move so radically that it's a little riskier, frankly. So probably look at AMD. So the plan for today, and remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and I am not in any way giving you advice. You need to do your own due diligence. This is my plan for today. For me, I'm going to look at a stock to potentially trade at the open, probably AMD, probably just do 50 shares and try to catch it without getting too hurt if it goes the wrong way. Really risky. You don't want to do it. We're only going for like $120, $150. 200 would be great. We're going for a mortgage, right? We're going for the average mortgage is $2,200 a month. And right now we have, here's our update. I did end up with one red day. Yesterday ended up with 226. Came back from being down in the afternoon, for those of you that caught the afternoon session. So we're up to 1,800, right? Is that what that says? Smaller on my other screen. Yeah. So we're only 400 away from the goal, and we've got a lot of days left. We don't want any more. That's my first red day this year. So that's good. That's where we're at. So we're doing pretty good. We only had one day under the goal, $88 it looks like. Everything else has been well over the goal. So how do we get there? We are trading like tortoises, moving along slowly and not getting all caught up trying to make big money, because what is that? Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, or whatever smooth is. I don't know. I can't ever do that. I can't ever do that phrase. You guys all filled it in for me, but you want to go nice and slow, and you want to be consistent. Consistent is better than you trying to make the big money and then lose it. You'll have some really good days. It'll seem so exciting. It'll seem like you got it all worked out. Like my God, all these other people are so stupid. I can trade so well. That's how you're going to feel when it goes right for you. What are they so worried about? Jeez. My God, I mean, it was so easy. It's so easy to make a fortune. That's how you'll feel. You pat yourself on the back. You'll get all pumped up. You'll strut around, and then you'll blow your account. Sorry. Maybe not. There are those that just go make $100 million, but let's face it, they're very, very rare. So the better, more consistent way is just make a little bit of money. Make sure you're not nervous with your share size. And, not just me, but large cap traders, range bound traders, there's thousands and thousands of them. They trade the range. And as they get more confident in their accuracy trading that range, they up their share size ever so slowly, but always knowing that at any moment, no matter what the data says, it can go the other way. No matter how sure you are, it can go the other way. Read Mark Douglas's Trading in the Zone. That book's my Bible. Read that book, because the way we work is we just decide that, it's all different now. Now I am truly going to be right every time. So it gets me every now and then. I think I've had some really, really epically bad trades, but they've been a long time ago. So I think that I like to think that won't happen to me again, but really, you always have to be vigilant as to what might go down. So QQQ is going up nice and strong right now, guys. What is AMD doing then? Let's just take a look. I was just looking over at this chart that I separated. I was just watching this pre-market, so it's up like $3. SPY's going up too, so we're having a good day already. Yeah, all the stocks you just saw me work on, they're all sliding upwards. AMD is up to its quarter ATR. This is actually going to be the one I think I'm going to look at. We could trade the Q. It's just a lot more expensive, right? So having trouble with my keyboard this morning moving like it's supposed to move. See, this is supposed to slide down, not adjust. When I hold down the control, and that's how it's supposed to work. Okay. So it's at the quarter. Interesting. It's only 4.5 minutes away, so I'm going to get ready. Oh, I didn't do the bias. Let's do the bias stuff. So it's still all about the oil right now. We're looking for a tech headwind if the oil prices go down. You had that NVIDIA $1 trillion announcement that did nothing for this. I went up to 188, then came back down, and then people are saying basically that it was $500 million in 2024, and then now it's $500 billion, $500 billion. now they're saying $1 trillion, and they think it was already built in to be over $900 billion. So I don't know, but AMD is not. So everything is saying short when we took this report. Other than Apple is neutral, Amazon's neutral. The MSTR is long based on Bitcoin data. So is coin long, crypto sympathy. TDD hit the scanners. It's neutral. I don't know. These are biased. It's calling them, but I don't know how much I want to. This is such a weird market right now, guys. I don't want to trust anything. I want to trust what I see in front of me. That's it. That's why scalping can be the best way to go, right? So it's starting to come back down. These are your pre-market levels. That's a pre-market low, really? It is not. So why is that? Oh, pre-market middle right there. That's what that is. On the 5 minute, it's showing it. It'll pop up on the 1 minute. There's the pre-market low. There's the VWAP. So anywhere near 197, I would buy that dip. I'm going to go in at 100 shares, try to make a quick profit. And there it goes. It's almost down to the 197. Well, it's 141 there. Make sure I'm not on pre-market here. No. Okay. All right, guys. Good luck today. We have about 2 minutes to go. Shrink this way down because it's about to pop way up. Wow. This burned me the other day. Because if I get stuck, wanting to be confident that it'll go back up, then I might hold in to like $200 down or something. That's what scares me. But that's trading. Trading the open is not a smart thing to do unless you trade the breakouts. And right now, I wouldn't trust anything. Not with all this catalyst going on with the oil and the war. And 1 minute it seems all positive, the next it seems negative again. And what have we got ourselves into here? Ever since Trump was elected, it's almost impossible to guess a consolidating market like it used to be. It's just because anything that comes out of the White House can move it one way or another. So, so fast. So we broke that pre-market center. So I guess I still think I'm going to play the dip here. I think it's going to go up from here. What's happening? Yeah. QQQ went down a little bit, coming back up. SPY's still gradually going up. You got 25, 30 seconds. AMD's the only one really going down. MU's going down a little bit. But I mean, as far as the big ones. Well, Apple actually just went down too. All right. So this is the new indicator saying that with all those VWAP, the 20-day moving average, the SMA, the SMH, the QQQ, and the SPY all telling it that I'm just going to go in. It didn't pick me up. Man, God, what does that pick me up at? 95, 94? Well, that's not too bad, actually. I actually like that. That's not too bad. I mean, it's down here, unfortunately, but I thought it was going to pull me way up when I hit it. So we're looking for it to reclaim. Let's get up there toward 97. We'll hold this for a bit so we get a decent trade. I did mark it because I just wanted to get in no matter what. So yeah, I'm just going to take that just in case it doesn't stay up there. If it decides to pick me up. Well, should have been a decent trade a couple of times, but it didn't pick me up. There we go. All right. So $60 opening trade, and now I'm going to take a breath and wait. So what else happened? NVIDIA went down. God, it's back to where it was. Tesla went down. Apple went down. MU went way down. Hit the VWAP. MU did. That might be one to watch. Palantir's going up. But we don't want to chase any of this stuff. So I'm just making a note of these things just so I can see the overall market. I kind of want to watch this indicator saying the day and the hour are both up. And now it has a new arrow telling me, oops, now it's saying, so it's going to be dynamic and fast reaction. I'm really curious to see how accurate. You see how that arrow just, it flopped around its point, but it actually moved the way the arrow went. That was interesting. It is not moving based on price action. That's why that was so interesting. So this is calced into 20-day moving average. the QQQ, the SPY, the SMH, the SHM, I mean the SHM, whatever. The, did I say VWAP, and the gap. Wow, don't I wish I would have hung on to it a little longer. So I do want to play AMD long today. But we need it to settle down and start channeling. Right now it's in the pre-market area. If you were to be trading by day trading volume 4, the second it broke that level, you would go in this high. And only trade long when you're above it, and only trade short when you're below the low. That's how it calls out that breakout. And it's extremely accurate, but in this market, it's less accurate. Everything's less accurate. I'm adjusting these charts while I wait. I'm waiting, guys, for us to get closer to the 15-minute, unless I see something really interesting. We want consolidation. We want the lack of movement. I did my fun little gamble, and hope you guys, if you decided to do anything like that, did okay. If you went long, you did okay, because it's still going up. It's not a video game. Don't get sucked in with FOMO. Let's see. Market's really not going to reveal itself, you know, the way stocks are going until like 15 minutes to a half hour in. Like the RV strategy doesn't even start till 10 a.m., half hour after market opens. Then there's usually a huge volatility dump right at 10 a.m. East Coast time, United States, and the New York Stock Exchange. I'm still adjusting these charts so I can read the candles easier. One left to do. Okay. Now let me look at my work. You know, I'm looking at these, thinking, wow, there's still a huge delay, guys. I can see that. I hope your delay isn't as bad as mine. So I'm just looking at the way it's moving right now. This is a 1-minute chart. Palantir probably sucked a whole bunch of people in right there. Wow, if this reclaims its gap, 115 is a long trade for this today. NBIS. Here it's already at 118. I mean, that could be interesting in a few minutes to try to, because that's where it started after that great news with sort of that big deal with Meta. So that's just, it's crazy not to take that trade if it keeps going down. It's definitely not bad news on that. So, geez, getting closer. Kind of want to take a swing into that, if nothing else. I'm going to set a small swing on that, guys. Let me put that for another account. So that is BS. While I'm waiting, go that one. And we'll go down to 50. So at 118, huh? It's already bouncing. Are you going to keep going down? I'm going to grab that now. See if I get it. There we go. So I'm just going to hold that. It's a small share size. I kind of feel like that's going to go way back up. So I'm obviously I can go down a couple $100 on that. So I got to watch it, but I think it's going to go up. Yeah, it opened at 120.34. It's at 118.21. All right, so let's see what else. So this is what this chart did for me. It had me capture that, and I can scale in if it keeps going down. I feel like it's going to go right back up. So that's pretty low. That's pretty close to the original gap. That was opening day, then the following morning short target. Now it's no longer the short target. So look at MU fade. Interesting. Yeah, it's right in the middle of. I think this should be valued closer to 500. I wouldn't want to touch this unless it goes way down toward 4 or goes up toward 5. I'd short it. I wouldn't want to touch this unless we get some grinding as far as I pick a biased on it. It's kind of right in the middle, which is the most dangerous. So this is interesting here. This is already grinding. Tesla's grinding a little bit. And AMD's grinding a little bit. NVIDIA went way down. I bet it's going to reclaim. It's 88 today. At some point, NVIDIA is going to just take off. It's just too low. We just have to see what news is hitting. You know. Go back to AMD, look for the grinding here on AMD, which is a pretty safe stock to trade. We already have a nice cushion here, halfway to the day's goal, but we'd like to make more than the goal. But if you get to your goal, you should stop. So I don't want to contradict myself like I just did. Okay, so it's resting. It's starting to find levels. That's what we're looking for. If it starts to respect levels, then we can start going long and short off of them for a period of time. They always change, so you just got to see the VWAP's right at that level too. So the pre-market level is a pretty good level there, 96. 90 is right at 97, honestly. I'll go in at 97 if it hits it, if it gets down to it again. Let's see if we can get a ceiling. Right now you got the market magnet. It's too soon for the market magnet, so don't even... It's too soon for the volume profile. So forget I said anything about that. And this new indicator's making things interesting, huh? I'm going to try to buy the bid down there at 03. See if it gets me. It looks like it's gonna. Okay, we're in it. Let's see what it does for me. Looking for the recoil. I don't want to get greedy. How much is this moving? Well, it did move enough, just went the wrong way. So we opened down here. Just make sure we don't have any weird news on this. Says shares are trading higher. Yeah, but that was a overnight. Nothing really bad or anything. I think it's just doing its normal swaying of a large cap. So I think we're good here. Let's hope that we hold this level. It's a little bit above open, but not much. We'll take that. Let's see if it gives us that. That'll be our first recoil trade. Well, that was more just like a scalp than a recoil. It took too long to do an actual recoil. I'd like to find a ceiling. I can put a smoothing. I mean, it's a little early still. I mean, it's only 12 minutes in, but I'll put a little smoothing level there. Well, 198. Yeah, so let's just get rid of that. Let's make it at the 198 level. All right, so we'll call that a potential ceiling since it tapped it a whole bunch and turned around. But I want to trade long bias, so I'd rather go off the floor. I think it's so undervalued. Anything below 200 so undervalued. Now all over it was like, don't buy the dip yet. Oh, don't. We don't worry about the bigger picture. We look for the in the moment trade action. That's how we stay safe. What is it doing right now? What's it doing for this 5 minutes? Is it going to do something different the next 5 minutes? Adjust. That's what we do. We're scalpers. You can't say like, well, you said it was going to go up, and 15 minutes later it was going down. That's right. Said it was going to go up for like a minute. And again, nobody knows for sure. So you want to take advantage of those, the indications of the short-term, very, very short-term breakouts or breakdowns. And if you really zero in on it enough and fine hone your game, you can do it. I have faith in you. It's not impossible. You get the edge. You get the odds with you. More data that says one way, your probability becomes better and better and better. You're going to be right. Just basic math, guys. Probability and outcome. Buck Henry, heaven can wait. Probability and outcome. Or should I say James Mason? I'm dating myself too. When that movie came out, Heaven Can Wait with Warren Beatty, I think it was Julie Christie. I love that movie. That was a 70s movie, but it still stands up today. It's a great movie. Charles Grodin, Diane Cannon. Who was once married to Cary Grant. It's right. I am dating myself. Okay, we'll look to buy the bid down there again. If it get buy the on the bid off the VWAP right around 197. Most of your capital is slowly moving up with it. 1 hour says up but weak. Now it's weak but down. Again, these are dynamic indicators. They're going to consistently change to go along with what I just said, which is you've got to be trading in the moment. If that's not your cup of tea, then scalping's probably not for you. If you go to any trading firm or prop firm, they will tell you their fastest millionaire traders are scalpers. They make the most money. You can figure out the technique to scalp. It just comes down to share size, about how much money you make. Can we tap 198 again and give us some real channeling here? I want to go long bias, but I might take a trade short just because it probably won't go straight up. It'll give us a retracement or a recoil, and I feel like I'm missing a bunch of trades here. Yeah, I watched my own video of how often I move these charts up and down. I apologize. I'm just, what do you call it? Fidgeting. I need a lifesaver. Almost hit it. 198. The RSI sent it down up there. Interesting. Okay, so there it is. I get it. I got it exactly at the 198. So I'm hoping for a rejection at that level, for a quick recoil. So I wanted to trade long bias, but I went ahead and did it. I don't want to overstay my welcome with a short. All are welcome. Come into hell. We're going down. Down. Tried to get out for a short little 16-cent trade, which is about $8. Oh man, I wish it would have got me. I saw that it was not going well for the short, so that's why I wanted to get out, and it didn't pick me up. What's our spread on this? Pretty big spread for AMD, huh? All right. Is it going to just jump down and grab me, then go up? That's what we'd like to see. Thought about adding up there. That would have, it's just too close, soon to add. That's just too soon up there. We need to get out of the short. We need to get out of the short. Yeah. Well, the buyers went down, but not exactly sellers. I still have this order sitting in here waiting to get picked up at 84 cents, 197.84. I'm keeping it there just in case there's like a spike for right now, and then it pops right back up and I miss it. I don't really want to do any other action, so I'm okay to just ride it out a little bit. It's no longer a recoil now. It's just a scalp. Sellers didn't exactly inspire us, huh, with their volume and yeah, this is going to pop up. You can see it. I'm going the wrong way. So I can add up there near the 50 cents, and it should recoil back. Give us a chance. So I'm going to cancel that and get ready to buy out if it gives me any kind of a tiny, tiny green or a lesser loss. I was trying to keep the accuracy up, which is stupid. Send it down, yeah. Just for a second. You nasty people. Yeah, I will add to it if it keeps going. Take a chance on a recoil. There's 41, 42. Anywhere near the 50. Yeah, I'll take that. All right, so now I'm really asking for it. I was hoping it might reject off that 50 cents, and instead it just blew right through it. So my plan failed immediately. It is going to go up. Probably won't slow down till the 200. Nothing telling me that this is going to be a good trade. I had a cushion. That's kind of what I'm looking at now. So I'm at 22 cents, you know, so I'm so far off. We need a retracement candle now. Down here. I'm just barely above this level, right in here, right below, because it broke that quarter ATR too. Want to keep some of this money. I should just get out soon. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, I got to get out. All right, so that was a bad trade. We stayed green. Should have stayed long biased. I got bored. All right, let's see if we can get a dip here. I'm going to keep the share size higher now. And we'll try again. We're not grinding, so it's not exactly what we're supposed to be trading right now. We're kind of just going straight up. I like the biased. I called it right. I'm looking at the other stocks up here. Oh, now it comes down. Wow. We're gonna I'm gonna buy right there, guys. Almost hit my my price point was 22. I just went in market because I wanted to make sure I got in. And I am still playing it to go long, even though it is going to do a little retracing here. Try to get out for a little bit, got a little tiny bit back. Look for another dip. Kept going. Yeah, I would definitely go long biased. I think this is way undervalued. Market's still going up here. QQQ is pulling back a little now. God, that took forever to fill. Did you see that? That was horrendous fill. To see this get up in here to like the 80s or 90s here. There's 70s. Yeah, there's a little bit. And back, it got back almost half or whatever it was. Looking for a dip down here along this quarter ATR. We're way beyond the VWAP now, so it's starting to, and now we can start to look at the market magnet. So these two data points are likely to pull this back. So we want to be careful just assuming it's going to keep going up. This is the bulk of your capital right down here at this level. 197.36. I mean, it's just pennies, so we're really using micro data here to call this, but that's what we do, right? So this dashed line will always show the high if we lose that little label. That's part of the market magnet, which is great. I'm tending to want to go short off this level now by looking at everything else, because the over volume weighted price is down there. All the people that were buying down with the magnet down here, the volume profile, are way down here. So it's going to likely draw it down. We're above the high of the magnet there. That's set for large caps, so it's pretty accurate, that these red and green arrows, so it's beyond them. It's going to try to suck it back into the levels. So I would look at whole dollar levels as something to worry about or watch for. There's 99, so it stopped just below the 99 there. I made it a little darker. I lightened up that script so it's not so intrusive on the chart. I would go short off this. I really would. Volumes come way down, so not a lot of people are over here watching this. Another reason why it might pull right back to the VWAP. Here we go. Take it. Like I said, 05. Looking for a recoil down there, quite a ways down. Let's wait a little bit. Longer it takes, the more worried I get to recoil. I went in double the share size as the last time I shorted. Ugh. Man, I definitely was right about the bias, but not everybody's agreeing, so I feel like it's going to pull back, so I'm going to wait this out. Oh, there we go. I didn't even see that happen at first. I missed it. There we go. Okay. That was a $22 trade, roughly. So buy near this level if it keeps playing these games here. Buy near the 50 cents. 63, 62. I'll take that. Ah, jumped up right when I bought it. I don't really like the position. I'm just going to try to get out as quickly as possible. 71 cents. There we go. So I'm kind of back to where I was the hard way. So again, I will look to go long around the 50 cents because it seems like you guys got a serious delay there, at least from my looking at it. And I will look to go short now above 199, a little bit above it, maybe 199.10. I like the grinding action though to keep trading it. What's Apple doing? Apple is also grinding. So that might be one to go back over. Kind of our MU's come back up from its fall and just sort of grinding at a level like 448, 449. Palantir's grinding off the top of the ATR. That might be a good one. So it's channeling between the quarter and the half ATR. But let's not, if we're doing okay, let's just stick to where we're at for now. Volume went up about 20K from the last time I looked. Let's not lose perspective, so it's gradually going up. 200 would be a real spot. Would be a real resistance, I would think. If it keeps, going up. Wow, didn't even make the 99 this time. We've got a really good channel happening here. Levels we can count on for now. Till you can't. Candy from a baby, guys. You know what we do all the time. We kick babies and take their candy. Stupid, a weird phrase. That's what I was taught. Kick that baby, it's got candy. That's what my mother said. Wow. What did I get it at? 14? Take that. You can fill it in there. Come on. You don't have to hold the 199. You could dip a little below it. I'm at 190, 199, 198.96. There we go. So almost made our $100 there. Let's look for a dip. So that was an actual recoil that worked within the time frame it was supposed to. Strike, recoil. Made a little rickshaw man. Let's see how it closes. And we have a new high now. Market magnet marked it for us nicely. Okay, I would go long off this level down here. Where's our VWAP? It's slowly pulling up. Boy, that was close. I almost took it. I should have taken it. It looked like it was going to dip further. Wow. That would have been a great recoil. I don't know if any of you got that. That was awesome. I'm going to take that. 16. I'm going to do market now since it didn't pick me up right away on that recoil. Look at that. That was a $20 trade there. Man, there's our goal. I don't know how many of you are going along with me, 9 seconds behind me, but this is when you're supposed to stop. Wow. Okay. So I will take that for the long bias. Let's see if it shoots right back up there again. Gives us a nice big trade up there. I've got it at 45 cents. I would double down here by the VWAP probably if it went that low. I'm looking for it to get back up toward the 199, and I'm not going to need it to go the whole way up. I won't get greedy, but I do believe it's going to recoil right back up there, so I am still trading this long biased. Wants to torture me, wants to hurt me. Thinks I'm acting too confident. I can see it in its eyes, in its trading eyes. All right, another good trade. Decent. Look at the strength of those sellers 2 candles ago, huh? That just, bam, kind of takes your confidence away from going long. But really, we're in this channel still. It just barely broke it. Let's see if it holds it above the quarter. No. So I'll go long at the 198 if it gets down that low. Let me just look at this. Yeah, 196 area is the center section of the pre-market. Our VWAP's at 197. Let's just call it 50. It's making a little bigger move here, so I'm waiting a second, guys. I just wasn't sure I wanted to take that. See if the whole dollar holds it. No. So now we're going down to the VWAP if it goes that low, which is like in the 60, 97, 60 something, 70 cent range. 97, 70. Spread is tightening a little bit. It's getting more thickly traded. Oh yeah, the volume doubled. So people are jumping over here for some reason. We don't have a new story. Benzinga have a new story. The home sales were reported, I guess, at 10:01. What did they say about that? Let me just take a little read there. $1.8 versus minus 0.6 estimate. So that's great news. Right? We got good news on that. So that's good news for the economy. Wow, it held 198 and then went down. I'm going to go long again, guys. I'm just waiting if it's really holding the 98 are going to drop down to the VWAP. There it goes down to the VWAP. I'm going to take that. I'm looking for a quick recoil. It's going to fade more. Remember, if you made your money, you should stop. Don't keep following me down the little rabbit hole. I didn't really like the way it was moving, so I got out. Made another nice, whatever, $8. Adds up. How's Tesla doing over here? Grinding along lovely. Right in the middle of its pre-market action. I like it. I looked up here like, here's a good one. Oh, it's AMD. This is now making a big enough down move that it's harder to trade because we channel hopped and then we're down another channel. So the VWAP really needs to hold this before I decide on doing anything else with it. Just at the 70-cent level. I want to see it turn around and go green, and I would feel better. Here's the magnet pulling here. You're just chasing a slow falling knife, so it's risky to go short, and it's risky to play the dip. So it's risky both ways. Riskier than normal. It's always risky, right? But it didn't quite hit the VWAP. Turned around. I'd like to see it break the 198 and then start to move around so we can see that maybe the VWAP is the floor. Let me just temporarily mark that level so I don't keep forgetting where it is. Now I can break it and then decide it's the floor, you know. Normally that's a no-brainer, go long, but you see how the volume dropped? So our liquidity of people driving the stock. So our pre-market center line is like 197 even. There it is right there. Yeah, we can't. If it breaks this VWAP, we just got to move on for a little while and see. So we have time to trade something else. So, okay, maybe it's going to hold it. It went to 68 cents and then turned it around. Let's see. On the bid anyway, yeah. Nope. Okay, I'm moving stocks. Let's take a look at Tesla. You know I can't help myself. I'll keep an eye on AMD up there. But it's just fading, and we need some consolidating channel levels. That's what this strategy is all about. You don't want to be chasing something and hoping you're right. That's where all the losers are. They gather over there. I know. They're going to be sending me emails now. Everybody's a loser that doesn't do this strategy. Was that asking for it? At least it'll make my emails more interesting. I know more than everybody. I'm the king of the world. That's a great little clip for a 60-second with no other context. Who is this guy? Send him a death threat. Well, so it's at its high right now, but it's below 400, so that's a really good price for the stock. Just bigger picture looking. We have the here's your quarter ATR. No, this is your pre-market high. That's what that is. Pre-market high. Where's our ATRs? Oh, we're down near the bottom, right, of our ATRs. Where are the ATRs, guys? All right. Okay, so we're up near the top of the ATR. The quarter ATR. There's the high ATR right there. All right, I don't know why I couldn't see those on the other chart there. Yeah, there's your pre-market high, middle. This is the Fibonacci level that I marked earlier. There's your pre-market low. So, yeah, pre-market low, high. It's the ATR that's not showing up that's freaking me out on this chart. I don't know where it is. Should be at 398.60. Should be right here. And I don't see it. Another glitch. All right. I need my levels to be here, guys. So here's our VWAP again. Take note. It's where most of the capital is. Our volume is great. Are we moving for the... Yep, we're definitely moving over 10 cents in like 2 seconds. So the recoil is working. Seems like we're fading off this level. So let's see if we can grab some support here. I'll drop the share size to 50, which would be 1/6 of my overall position, but I don't want to get up to 300 shares on this stock. Riskier stock for sure. Much more unpredictable than something like AMD or Apple. What's Apple doing? But it's more exciting and you can make money faster or lose money faster. AMD is coming below the quarter ATR down to the pre-market high. It's fading. Oh, the whole market's going down. QQQ is way down. Was 605.90, now it's 603.79. So everything's going down. What's the news, guys? Top U.S. counterterrorism official resigns. Over concerns with the Iran war. Wow. Well, that's not good optics, guys. The home sales was the last good news, and it's all 3 bad news here. Oh, that's the same story twice. Okay, so it's just about Joe Kent resigning effective immediately. Apparently they're not listening to him, and he says, I don't want to be responsible. Where have I heard that before with this administration? Well, I don't really know how that affects the stock, honestly, but the whole market seemed to think that was bad news. If you look at the SPY and the QQQ, they're just, everything else is just kind of steady as she goes here. It's sort of drifting down, so we have to take this into consideration. Once again, Tesla's its own animal. Musk is being sued again. And NVIDIA is becoming more competition for Musk. Yeah, I normally would go long coming down here, but I'm a little worried that the news might make this, you know, how people are so emotional. We made our goal already, so we've got to keep that in mind. Our goal was 120-ish, and we are now at, no, I want that. That's what I want, right? And we are at 141, okay? So we're okay if we don't lose it. We have breached the 2,000 mark about, I think, for the month, with many, many days to get that last 200. Obviously, more is better. Adds up, guys. You know what I mean? You have a $25,000 account. You only make $100 a day. You've got like $24,000 if you trade it every trading day. You've doubled your account by just making $100 a day, or adding $24,000 to help with your expenses. $200 a day, you got $48,000 to $50,000. Double your trading account, and you really, with just a small job, you've got a living. And if you've got Social Security, you've really augmented it enough to help you live a better life. You know, just $200 a day changes your life for most people. We've got 141 without batting an eye here. Very carefully. We never went into the red for the day. We lost a couple of trades, but stayed green. I have one red day totally this year, just over $300, so it's not catastrophic. Last month we made, I don't know what it was, between 3 and 4K, right? So this account that I started at 42K is like, in 3 months, it's less than 3 months. It's January, February. Yeah, so we're in March right now, right? This is March, right? Yes. Okay. The year. um, so yeah, that account's up like 8K. I'll show you guys my Charles Schwab thing so you can see just that one account. Besides trader views, so you can. There's just so many people out there accusing people. I'll just show you. I don't really care that much. I was so against doing that just because people that bring it up are the ones that are selling the courses. Okay, well, here we go. Whew. That's very tempting, huh? Am I missing the opportunity there? Yeah, I did. That was a 20-cent recoil already. Just made such a big candle down. That was a 98 cents range. It kind of scared me. I got us scared. You know how Tesla sometimes just starts dropping. Down at this VWAP, I would definitely do it. I'm thinking about doing it here, depending on how these next one or two candles close. Don't adjust your television. I stopped talking. How rare. Looking at the news. It says here, a global Tesla challenger army is forming and NVIDIA is its brain. Interesting. That came out at 9:04. That's an older story. I just didn't actually, I wasn't on this stock. I have the news for Charles Schwab detached here, so I was just reading that. It's, it's a good idea to watch stuff just to keep your bias, and especially if something changes. It changed here. It started to drop the channels and go down. I just don't want to automatically think it's going to recover. So big picture wise, see, don't get caught up in the minor little macro here. We're extended from the open, or we're above it, not necessarily extended, because there's the VWAP. So we're not really extended. But is that news story and the general, okay, QQQ is recovering. So is the SPY. I was just wondering if the news story was going to have it fade. So I'm kind of looking at what happens at this quarter level to see if we can start trading this. It needs to, find a little bit of a floor, a soft floor at least. It seems like it might have here. The next time down, I'll probably take it in this area. Right off that quarter level or a little below it. What is that price level marked on? Is that from a previous day? Oh, it must be. Okay. So this is marked from historical data where the price action turned around. So 396.50 would probably be a good entry. I will be doing market just because this will not pick me up. It moves so fast. Almost did it there. Almost did it there. Really stopped at the quarter ATR rather than going down toward the 50 cents, which I was just kind of clocking. Recoiled already quite a bit, so there are some trade opportunities here if we don't suddenly fade. I think I'm ready to get my feet wet on this one. Looking for the opportunities. Still want to go long rather than short. I believe it's way underpriced what it should be. Is my thought process. Going to keep the share size low. All right. Wow, it took a long time to fill. That was annoying. So did that. Jeez. Pushed it on 11 bucks and got 5 for all that waiting. Well, just to take a trade waiting, but just. So going out on the ask and maybe in on the buy market might be the way to go. It's making a weird little flat top here at 97.14. Let's see if it does it again. There's something at that level that it doesn't like. It's getting burned every time it gets up there. Let me just mark a smoothing level in that general area. See if it holds it. Yeah, the volume went up right there. Looks like it's going to break it. See, this is the new indicator telling you it's going to go up right here, 1 hour strong, day up. You have price. Where's the magnet? It's there. Okay, so this is going to pull it down, not up. That magnet comes down. Look for it to go down. All right, it already broke the level. Pull back. There's the magnet down here now. So look for it to head down again. Woo. Guess that didn't work. Man, huh? I'm going to go for a recoil there. Let's hope I get one and it doesn't just keep soaring to the heavens. Got it at 88. Tried to get out. I don't even know where my order is. It's down there. There it is at 57. Decent trade if it picks me up for this low of a share size. But it's not picking me up. There it goes. So that was new behavior from all that. Give it a sec now to see what other data we get. It did recoil, which was good, enough to, on mine, it recoiled about 30 cents, which is a decent trade for 50 shares. What I normally do, like you'll see me in the afternoon, if my accuracy is running 90, 95%, or I miss one trade out of like 20, I will raise the share. I mean, I'll feel very confident that I'm calling it. So on this little account, I'll raise it up to where it's still within the guidelines of the account, but that I just grow faster. And that's what happened yesterday, where it was 600 bucks on Tesla because I was 90 something down and went over 500 up. And it was in a short period of time. And I did come on and stream that, and I know a lot of you were with me. And I was doing 150 entry to 300 double down, you know, scale in. And I only did the 300 a couple of times, I think. But that just comes with the afternoon was really giving us consolidating channels and just made it so much easier that, you know, my confidence grew in the channels that wouldn't be blowing this little account its goal to, you know, to get out of the hole that I dug in the morning, you know. Nice. Here we go. I'm up to 98 now. Wow. I'm going to go for it. 98.20. I'm going to buy to get out because it's really moving right now. So it's kind of worrying me how fast that did that. Looking for a recoil. Level 2 showing a dip here. It's about 2 seconds. 1, 2, dip. Oh, it didn't do it. Take that. 36. There's the dip. Okay. Hate it when I'm wrong. All right, let's look at the bigger picture and not get caught up in this. Let me just see here. No, really? It's just not going to do it now. It's decided it's not going to do it. Okay. I'll do it this way. Getting near our high up here. That's our high. Look, I spiked it and turned around up there. Very, very close to it. Just 98.32. So we've come right back up again. Seemed like we found a floor down here at the quarter ATR on the 5 minute. Right down here you can see. Tap, 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 tap. And then finally broke out. So that's a pretty good level right near the VWAP. I have a whole bunch of appointments today I got to keep. I will go short of this up here again. I will go for the recoil if it gets this high. It's too soon to do that though. I mean, this is a breaking of its pattern, so we want to be careful here. Not prematurely decide levels that aren't really levels. And the volume went up as it was starting to go up. This is the one that has the decimals. This is not supposed to have decimals. Had the decimals removed from this, and I should have had it removed from that. Just, this is Tesla going this slow. Jeez. Today I have these other appointments, so I probably won't be trading the afternoon session, guys. Sorry to say. Staying here a little longer because of that. What are we at here? Are we over 177? So I'm pretty sure we're over the 2,000 for the month. Remember, if you made it, stop. Well, that's an interesting message. You guys won't get to know what's interesting. Plenty of time. I think I might have told you guys, I don't know, I've owned many businesses. I used to own video stores, and I was really into movies, and we were open 24 hours, and we delivered, and then we added restaurants to deliver, and we were doing that stuff long before other things. And when the movie Fish Called Wanda came out, I just loved that movie. And that's where when I said plenty of time, it was reminding me of that movie where the guy that stutters, Michael Palin, I think, trying to get him to tell him something very important where the bad guy's gone, you know, like he's trying to get him to tell him and he just can't get it out. Because he's a stutterer, so he kept going. He went to the and John Cleese is going, it's okay, plenty of time. And then finally, because will you just say it? You know, just screams at him like, I no longer have patience. Funny. Those guys were so funny when the Monty Python crew there was so funny. Killer rabbits. Or the knight that's blocking the way, and he's always, no matter how sliced up he gets, it's okay, I've had worse. You know, he loses his leg and he's hopping. I've had worse. ridiculous stuff. Yeah, I had video stores when your movies were like $100 a title, and I would buy 50 titles of everything. So people just loved the store. And we made rentals $1, which, you know, oh, geez. Did that hit? Oh, no, I'm getting confused. Here it is up here. Okay. We want it to go a little higher there. What is that level? 33. Let me just put this so I can see the price. 32. Yeah, it's getting close to where I'm going to grab this on market and go for a recoil here. I'll take that. So that, 16, not too good. I want to get out of this pretty quick. I think it's going to bump up before it goes back down, so it's going to scare me at first here. So there's the 32 I really wanted. Come on, you made a new high. Now drop. Here's our fib up there. I'm definitely not opposed to adding to this. Hope you guys have banked your money, and you're not. If you made your goal, don't overtrade. Hit the 50 cent and sort of rejected. The fib is the 89. I'm not ready to add to this yet. I'm looking for a pullback on the price I have. I think it'll happen. 16. So it's about 30 cents off the price. Yeah, I thought I had a better price there too. I went in market. I thought I was at least at the 22, 23 range. I have faith it's going to come back down. I wouldn't really call this a recoil anymore, but looked like it was going to keep going there, so I didn't get out. I'm thinking of getting out for a low amount of money because I don't like how it went up. It kept going up here, so it's like it's developing a new area up here that I don't want to be in. I don't want to be a developer with it. I don't want to be a contractor on its new construction site. I've already done that. Oh no. That is not a sign that you're going to go back up. That's a sign that you're going to keep going down. Markets are going up. Is there any new news in? Tesla waited even longer for its rocket-powered sports car. Telling fish called Wanda stories. I'm off my game. In the red on this one. Wow. It's heading toward 400. We expect a big rejection up there. So I'm going to hold in just into this move. Remember, if you made your goal, which you should have done, you need to stop. Even when people see 399, it reminds them like, hey, we're awful close to 400. Get out. Here comes the rejection. How strong will it be? I'm just going to take a lesser loss, guys. I'm just going to get out of that. Looks like it's going to go back up. So, yeah, that was a bad trade, but we're still doing okay for the day. Whoa. That needs to be canceled immediately. I have no idea what it's doing up here. Why won't it let me cancel that order? That was weird. My mouse just started doing weird stuff. Now I have this weird order here saying how many orders I've made. I don't know why this is up here. I feel like if I try to do something, though, this is going to stop me from doing it. There, cancel? No. What's going on here, guys? Oh, now it came back to my price point. I wouldn't have lost the money. Should be exactly one order in your group. I don't want to confirm and send. I want to cancel. All working orders. What are you doing to me? Cancel. Cancel. What is going on here? I don't know. Will it let me make a trade? Or is it going to go make that funny noise? I'll give it a shot and see. All right, let me make a trade. I didn't even watch. I just wanted to get that thing off my screen. So maybe it'll be a good trade. I got it at 33 long, 33 cents. Looking for it to go back and reclaim its glory. I didn't really look there. I just took that trade. Man, I wish I would have hung on to that short a little longer, huh? Jeez. I thought it was going to go right back up, just like I thought when I took that trade. So now I'm back in danger again here on a trade that I never should have taken. Sometimes those are the best trades. Yeah, this is really hard to call, so I'd be very careful trading this right now. Yeah, I gotta get going here. So let's make a nice green trade and we'll call it a day. Come on, baby. You know you want to go up. You're right at my position there. You were right there. 32. There's my position. Now let's go all the way up here. Let's go up to the fib. Let's get that money back. There she goes. You weren't done yet. That's why I didn't sell. Come on. There we go. I think I got back what I... So good. Yeah, so I was at 177. So we'll add that on to the day, and hopefully that's pretty good. I hope you guys did good. I keep thinking it's a Friday. I don't know why, but I might be back in the afternoon, but I seriously doubt I can get all my appointments done. So I hope you guys are good and green. Thanks for all the nice emails I'm getting. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for the gentleman that sent me the clock script. I'll be looking into that to put up for everybody, and the date and the clock on the actual this. So I appreciate all the the good stuff, and I don't appreciate the bad stuff. Actually, I haven't gotten any bad stuff in a long time, so that's cool. So let's keep that up. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Go green out there, and I'll see you soon.